is there anything that, well, in America, soccer players, rest of the world, football players can learn from your experience as like a tip, especially from the lens of hydration and nutrition or anything else that you've seen again behind the scenes that you might be able to share without revealing names or details?
Yeah, to be honest, I think before we get into nutrition, I think it's really important. I think the phrase of talent might get you in the door, but attitude keeps you in the room. I think that's really important for any young athlete because they probably manage to train with first team or be with first team because they are very talented. But what set them apart from the one that actually can play for first team and stay in first team is the one that have the best attitude. It's the one have the most diligent with, just the basic like taking protein shake after training, taking your pills, eating the right thing, uh, get on top with your recovery. Those are the one that tend to be able to stay in the first team and not the most talented one, the one with the right attitude. So I think that's really important at the start. And after that, I think there are things that probably academy or youth player need to be focused on. I think one of the key thing is the development or lean body mass, so muscle mass. I think that's a research show before. There's a differences in muscle mass between first team and under 21 and under 18 player. So if you want to bridge the gap, especially in a very physical demand league in the English Premier League, I think that's the priority to if you are not fully developed into lean muscle mass. And then also while training first thing, I think important to meeting the demands of the games and training as well. So you might need to change your fielding practice. It will be very different when you are at the academy level, when you progress to the first team. And then how do you manage when you have 2 or 3 games a week with the travel and things like that. So I think that those are the things that probably need to learn. And then also I think nutrition is about mastering the basic, like consuming enough carbohydrate on the day before, during the game, and then also after the game to recover. Hydration, stay hydrated every day. I think the best way to do that is to check your urine color or if you have some sort of measurement to it, and also make sure you eat different types of fruit and vegetable to reduce muscle damage and things like that, and also consume enough protein and have it regularly throughout the day. And again, I don't think nutrition is that complicated, but the application of it is the tricky part. And then also, I often feel like football is like a skills based sport, so that's why the attitude of the player to it can be very different. Because some player they can get away with poor diet and still perform amazingly because ultimately it's the skills component involved to it. Whereas in other sport like cycling or running, if you're not consuming carbohydrate, you're not going to be performing well. So I think player can get away with it, but the one that can stay long term in the game are the one have the right attitude.
Really appreciate that. So I'll summarize with master the basics in terms of foundations of hydration, nutrition, do the boring thing over and over and over and over again very well, have a good attitude. Jacob, who was in the second episode, played tennis at University of Michigan, and he gave very similar advice in terms of like your demeanor and attitude on and off the court. Attitude mindset goes a long way.